This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, I did the video yesterday, and I did say T+2, and I did know it was T+1, but I temporarily forgot. Okay, I know that it changed from T+2 to T+1 in July, but it just makes that contract even more illegal because they have less time where they're required to produce those shares. And they're saying up front that they're not going to produce the shares in one day. They're going to short the shares in the market knowing that they won't have possession of those shares. And that is illegal because in order for you to sell shares short, and me personally, I think no shares should be able to sell short. But under the current rules, in order to sell shares short, you have to have the belief that you're going to have the shares available tomorrow. And the contract specifically states they're not going to have the shares tomorrow. They're going to have the shares at some time in the future. Okay? A month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, nobody knows. So therefore, the contract is illegal. Whether it's T+1 or T+2, they know they're not going to have the shares. So the contract is illegal. Courts do not enforce contracts that are entered in with dirty hands. Tony Denaro is correct. It is T+1, but whether it's T+1 or T+2 doesn't change the fact that they know they can't deliver the real shares within that time frame, and they're selling the shares anyway. It is illegal. It violates the short selling rules. It's like me deciding I'm going to make counterfeit Gucci bags, okay? And then I'm going to go into a contract with another individual to buy the counterfeit Gucci bags from me. Would a court consider that contract to be legal? No, the court would not enforce that contract because the contract started on an illegal premise, which is I am not authorized to counterfeit Gucci bags. And that's the same premise with these shorts with Goldman Sachs and AMC. Goldman Sachs and AMC is entering into a contract that says I'm going to violate the short selling rules in order to naked short AMC and make some money. And Adam Aaron is on board with that. That is absolutely crazy. The courts do not enforce contracts where you enter into the contract with dirty hands, and that is exactly what AMC and Goldman Sachs are doing. They're entering with dirty hands because they cannot enter contracts breaking the law. The short selling rules are very, very clear. If you short sell stocks, you have to know you're going to have those shares in one trading day. They know based on the contract, based on the forward sell agreement, that they're not going to have the shares in one trading day. They already know it up front. AMC knows it up front. So it is illegal. And also, another thing, if Goldman Sachs short those shares and sell them into the market, they no longer have voting rights for those 50 million shares. The people who bought those shares short has the voting rights. So I don't know what they're talking about. Whenever you sell shares short, they are no longer in your possession. You lost the right to vote those shares. I mean, anybody who thinks that Goldman Sachs can lend out those shares and still vote them is lacking basic common sense, and they don't understand how short selling works. Okay? They don't understand it. Once you sell those shares short, you lose your right to vote those shares. Bottom line is this. The contract that Goldman Sachs has with AMC, they started it with dirty hands because they are acknowledging in the contract that they're going to be violating the short selling T+1 settlement rules. It's in the forward agreement that they're going to short the shares knowing that the shares won't be available the next day. That is illegal. and the SEC knows it, the DOJ knows it, the FBI knows it, and they're doing absolutely nothing about it, and you guys know why. Because the victims of these crimes are retail investors, are pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think I could have a court enforce a contract if I made counterfeit Gucci bags and entered a contract to sell them to somebody? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.